We know the pedigree of both these boats as the Dutch take off on the top of your screen against Germany on the right-hand side of your screen. Premier Women's Quads.
Nice clean start there from both crews. The Dutch look a little bit longer maybe off the start. Maybe that'll drive them out to a bit of a lead. Really clean, powerful blade work from this very, very experienced Dutch quad.
These crews know each other well, raced a lot internationally. I think at the moment, slight advantage. The orange crew there, the famous orange of the Netherlands, powering away on the Berkshire station.
Wow, that's an amazing start. They have put a lot into the Potsdam and Düsseldorf crew there. That length off the start, just clean away. I mean, some international standard crews to put a length that quickly out. That's quite impressive.
We've seen a bit of a mixture from this German crew. The Germans have mixed up a little bit. We've got one member from gold-winning Lucerne World Cup here. So they probably thought they have a little bit more contention off the start there, but they come out of the start, they come past the end of the island, and what a lead here from the Netherlands.
I think the Dutch have brought in this new stroke lady, haven't they? They've brought in Tessa Dullemans into the quad to try and strengthen it after some of the international racing. It seems to have done the job.
Yeah, Dullemans knows what she's doing. A well-established international rower, and bringing a little bit of sparkle here to this Dutch quad, because that is, in terms of international rowing, we'd expect these crews to be quite close. Full-time athletes you're looking here, train with their national squad, but at the moment the Dutch have gone out and become very dominant through the middle of this race. Clear water over Germany.
And the Dutch have such a pedigree of how nicely they row, don't they? Just how loose they sit and relaxed. And they just seem to all the legs, and they don't pull very hard with their arms. They just generate lots of power and acceleration with their legs and back, and then just let go of the water and let the boat do the work. It's always a pleasure to watch these Dutch sculling crews in particular.
Yeah, very nice there. We talked about Dullemans in the stroke sheet. She got silver medal in the pair in Paris, so that level of confidence, that way of executing at the highest level, maybe that's coming out right here. You see the orange crew of the Netherlands on the right of your screen come out very strongly and actually probably maintaining the lead, if not moving away from Germany on the left. Punchy rhythm there from the Germans.
I was just going to say, there's not much you can say that's going wrong by the German quad there, could you? So yeah, the quad, they're nice and tidy. We'll get a look at view of the German quad in a second. You can see there, even their blade, I mean, a bit of steering there, but their blade work's really clean. They've got, you can see how much time there. They're a bit more aggressive at the front end in the Dutch, but you see how much time they spent under the water. They're a good contrast between the two styles of the two crews. The Germans a bit more aggressive, and the Dutch a bit more long and languid.
Led very strongly by Pierre Gouten in the stroke seat, Olympic bronze medalist. So talking about how good your stroke people are, they're very, very experienced stroke in both these crews. I think the Germans have pushed back a bit there, Adrian.
It does look like they've come a bit more back on terms, but with the kind of composure the Dutch are showing, it's going to be hard for the Germans to get themselves all the way through. But like with this, like you say, with the training, they're all full time. The fitness is there. They just keep pounding away until they get back on terms.
Just linking those strokes together effortlessly there, almost effortlessly, and we all know it's not effortless. They're working extremely hard in the absolute red zone of what they're physically possible of, but the way to move this boat, lovely synchronization, the Dutch just moving their hands away.
And you can see that the thing that wins races is distance per stroke, and when you're watching the crews, you can see the Dutch paddles are just clearing the end of the boat before they put their blades in again, whereas the German boat, the paddles are still within the boat's length for the next stroke, and that's slightly the difference.
Good way to analyse a crew, almost like training. You want to be well clear of that dirty water behind you and picking up the clean stuff in front of you back towards the bows, which you can see those Dutch flags on the oars there. Look how in time they are. When rowing's about timing, it's about rhythm, but they're doing this, striking such a high rate, going flat out as they come down the enclosures here. They're still gunning for it, aren't they? Yeah,
and that's one of the things about rowing. Because the athletes are so graceful, you have no idea how much power they're generating. I mean, it's phenomenal how much power they're generating.
It's a lovely clap as the enclosures are filling up despite the torrential rain we got 2 minutes ago. The crowd's still there. They're looking and respecting what they're watching here. This high-caliber international crew coming down. They're still clear water, the Germans. The Germans have not let up. They're keeping that gap as close as possible. A little bit of steering here from the Dutch, but it's too little too late from Germany, as I think the umpire will be confident that the Dutch have won in the Princess Grace Challenge Cup. Screams, elation for the Netherlands. It means a lot for these international crews to come here and race, and what a way to do it. Princess Grace, a win for the Netherlands over Potsdam and Düsseldorf.
Look how much it means to them.
We've got a couple of months now, actually, till the World Championships, so I'm sure the pain of losing a final for these German women can power them through the next 6 weeks until they turn up in Shanghai. But the Dutch, a great win in the bag for them. Huge cheers.
Yeah, you can see how much it meant to them. With all their international success, still coming to a regatta like this still means the world to them.